Ciao amici, spero che siate tutti bene. Oggi leggiamo un'altra pagina di questo libro, come di solito. Welcome if you're new to my channel, if you're new to this series. What I do on here is I read a page of Italian every day and I kind of explain what I'm understanding whilst highlighting words I don't understand. And then at the end of the video, I come back with the words I've highlighted translated so that we can hopefully get a better picture of what's going on in the story. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold, so my voice is like... Ugh. Anyway, the book we're reading is Come una notte a Bali di Gianluca Gotto. And if you're interested in following along with me as we're reading, highlighting, even discussing, because a lot of you leave comments under these videos, then you can find a link in the description box to purchase the book. Otherwise, I leave a picture of the page on my video anyway, so don't gotta worry about it. So yeah, this is one of the many ways I practice Italian. I try to find different ways to practice it, whether it's listening to it, learning songs, reading. I try to find different ways so that the words stick in my mind better. But yeah, let's get right into the video. So we had just started chapter 3. Our main character, Luca Ravelli, had just fainted, but now he's awake. If you want to find, if you want to know what happened last time, I suggest you watch the last video. Let's get the highlighter ready, just in case. Mangiamo e cercai in tutti I modi di celarle la tempesta che avevo dentro. Di celarle, maybe it's to tell her or to call her. La tempesta, I don't know what la tempesta is, che avevo dentro, that he had inside. Mangiamo e cercai in tutti I modi. So he ate and was looking in every way to do something about something he had in him. Moving on. Ero un ottimo attore perché I was a great actor because mi resi conto, recitavo da tanto tempo. Mi resi conto, I realized, je me suis rendu compte, recitavo da tanto tempo. We're going to highlight these two sentences. Mi resi conto, I think, is to realize. Recitavo might be to recite the same thing for so long. Some days I know a lot of words. Other days it takes me a bit longer. I feel like today's going to be one of these days in terms of reading. Anyway, non solo con lei, ma con tutti. Da anni parlavo con le persone senza ascoltarle. Okay, so he's saying it's not only with her, but with everybody. It's been da anni parlavo. For years, he's talked to people without listening to them. Udivo la musica senza sentirla. Udivo, I didn't think I knew the verb for to listen to. Udivo must be the conjugation of I listen or listened. Udivo, Ivo, yes, the imperfect. So he listened to music without feeling it or hearing it. Because in French, sentir is to smell or to feel. Sentirla could be without hearing it. I'm going to highlight that. Mangiavo senza avere fame. So he would eat without being hungry. Sorridevo senza essere felice. How sad is that? He would smile without feeling happy. Dicevo di interessarmi a cose che non mi interessavano. Interessavano o interessavano. Vivevo senza pensare. Non provavo niente. Niente di niente. So, dicevo di So he would say that he's interested in stuff that didn't interest him. He would live without thinking. Basically, the idea that he's on autopilot, he's living his life as just out of a routine, out of a schedule. He's not really living, he's just alive. Oof, that's deep. He's not living, but he's alive. Non provavo niente, j'éprouvais rien. I didn't feel anything. Non provavo niente. I think that's what it means, but it's always good to check. Niente di niente. Nothing of nothing. Facevo quello che mi era stato indicato come giusto. He would do what seemed right. Lo avevo sempre fatto. Ero un figlio modello, uno studente modello, un impiegato modello, un fidanzato modello. So he's always done that. He was a model son, like I'm having that bilingual brain freeze because I'm trying to explain in English, but only French words are coming. Lo avevo sempre fatto. A role model, that's it. A role model, like he was an exemplary son, an exemplary student. Impiegato. Un impiegato, I think, is an employee, a model employee, somebody to look up to, like the blueprint of what you think a perfect employee would be. Un fidanzato, a perfect boyfriend, not perfect, but role model boyfriend, like he was. Anyway, a role model in all these departments. As a son, as a student, as an employer, as a boyfriend, he was just a model. Well, what society deems as perfect. Almeno Almeno all'apparenza, perché in fondo sapevo di essere tutt'altro che perfetto. Almeno all'apparenza, does it mean contrary to the appearance, maybe, contrary to what it seemed, because inside I knew everything was other than perfect. Sapevo, I knew that Sarah, Sorrideva, smiled di più. More, de plus. De plus, di più. Un tempo. Sorrideva di più. I just woke up, so my brain is like, for a moment. E I miei genitori erano ancora convinti di avere un figlio che stava rapidamente scalando le gerarchie della prestigiosa banca in cui era stato assunto, quando in realtà era poco più che un centralinista. And my parents, they still were convinced to have a son che stava rapidamente, that was rapidly climbing le gerarchie, I think is the ladder or the steps of the prestigious bank in which I was employed, Assunto, I think, or worked at. When in reality, era poco più, I was a little more or little less or like nothing other than un centralinista, whatever that is. Era poco più. I also want to know what that is. Ma poi, ai pranzi in famiglia o durante le serate fuori con gli amici, se qualcuno mi chiedeva come andasse sul lavoro, rispondevo con frasi vaghe e idiote come: sai, in questo periodo i mercati sono difficili da gestire e loro annivano Ammirati. Ma poi ai pranzi in famiglia, ai pranzi, I don't know, but he's saying, but then ai pranzi in family, maybe lunches, pranzo is lunchtime, no? Ai pranzi, there were lunches with family, o durante le serate, or during the nights outside with friends, con gli amici. Se qualcuno mi chiedeva come andasse sul lavoro, if anybody asked me how I was doing with work, come andasse, how work was going, yeah. Rispondevo con frasi vaghe. I would respond with vague phrases like, vague answer. E idiote come, and stupid phrases like, in questo periodo i mercati sono difficili da gestire. In this period, the markets are difficult to maneuver, da gestire. E loro annivano, Ammirati, and they nodded admiratively. 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 Yeah. L'episodio dello specchio, però, mi aveva aperto gli occhi. Okay, the episode, so what happened when he looked at himself in the mirror, he saw his dreadful reflection. So he's saying, the episode with the mirror, however, had opened my eyes. Mi aveva aperto gli occhi. La mia vita era una continua menzogna. Menzogna. Perché se la persona che vedevo riflessa non potevo essere io, nemmeno la vita che mi ero costruito poteva essere davvero mia. Era una finzione anche quella. Finzione. Because if the person that I saw in my reflection could not be me, nemmeno la vita che mi ero, neither the life that I had built could really be mine. Ma all'inizio ripresi la mia solita routine, comportandomi come avevo sempre fatto. La sera stessa dello svenimento io e Sara guardammo un film che finsi di ritenere interessante. But at the beginning, when he got out of this, fainting episode, he just carried on life as normal. Obviously, when you decide to change something in your life, at first, you might just have like a period of a lag time. Like you're still doing stuff you habitually do, but you're more conscious of those things. And then you're going to put changes in place. So I'm guessing, yeah, his usual routine a repris, began again. I was just acting like I always have. La sera stessa so that night of the Dello svenimento, I don't know what that is, him and Sarah watched a film che finsi di ritenere that he thought was interesting. In ufficio, a chi me lo chiedeva, risposi che andava tutto alla grande e al calcetto settimanale. Oh, I like that word, settimanale. Weekly. Non dissi niente e riguardo. Segnai persino 2 reti e a nessuno venne in mente che qualcosa potesse andare storto nella mia vita. A nessuno interessava scrutare tra le tenebre dietro un sorriso apparentemente perfetto. Apparentemente perfetto. In the office, whoever asked him, he would answer that everything was going great. At football every week, he didn't say anything. A riguardo, I don't know. Segnai there was no one, 2 reti. And nobody it didn't come to anybody's mind that anything could be going storto, bad, in his life. To nobody. No, it didn't interest anybody to scrutinize between the hell, les ténèbres, inside of his smile that appeared perfect. Okay, I don't know if he's depressed because he's saying that it didn't interest anybody to look deeper at his smile that seemed perfect, but in reality was like hiding the hell he was feeling inside. I don't know. Which is exactly why I'm going to stop here for today. Next time, we will finish the chapter. But let me go and get the translations for the words, and then I'll come back and give them to you. Okay, so I have the translations here. Let's go over the words. Di celarle la tempesta, to hide the storm from her. Mi resi conto, I realized. Recitavo da tanto tempo. I had been acting for a long time. Recitavo sounds like recite, but in French also, the equivalent of that word can kind of be used to describe an actor. You know, when you're reciting. Yeah. Udivo, I heard. Sentirla, hear it. He would hear the music without hearing it. Yeah. Non provavo niente, I didn't feel anything. Un impiegato, an employee. Almeno l'apparenza, at least apparently. So after he described himself as a model son, model employee, model student, model boyfriend, he's saying, at least apparently, like to what it seemed. Not everything is as it seems. Yeah.
Everything is not what it seems.
Sorrideva di più. He smiled more. She smiled more. Okay, so he's thinking back at the time where there was a time when Sarah was more smiley, maybe at the beginning of their relationship. Or at that time when he was better. I don't know. Scalando le gerarchie. The hierarchies. The hierarchies. Okay. Assunto. I was hired. Yeah, to be hired. Ero poco più. I was a little more che un centralinista, a switchboard operator. Ai pranzi, at lunches. Da gestire, to manage. Ammirati, admire. Yeah, they would look at him admiratively. Menzogna, lie. La mia vita era una... Okay, he's saying that his life was a continuous lie. Nemmeno la vita, not even life. Not even the life that I had built could really be mine, or was really mine. Era una finzione, it was a fiction, which now kind of seems obvious. Dello svenimento, a fainting. La sera stessa. So the night that he fainted, that same night, him and Sarah watched a film that he pretended che finsi di ritenere interessante, that he pretended to think was interesting. Settimanale, weekly. A riguardo is about. So he's saying, non dissi niente a riguardo. And at football, he wouldn't say anything about it, about whatever he's going through, I'm guessing. Or the fact that he fainted would probably make more sense. Segnai persino 2 reti. I even scored 2 goals. Storto is crooked. Che qualcosa potesse andare storto. Nobody thought that anything could be going wrong, crooked, wrong in his life. And nobody... Scrutare, I think, is something to do with scrutiny. Yeah, nobody thought to look deeper into the darkness, tra le ténèbres. Because in French, les ténèbres is like, yeah, a dark place. Usually used to describe hell. Tra le ténèbres. Yeah, through the darkness would make sense. Into the darkness. Anyway, those are all the words. We're going to stop here for today, but we'll finish the chapter in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me, you can DM me on Instagram or just leave a comment under my videos. Yeah, I do a lot of these videos where we go over the text of lyrics, or soon we're going to be learning songs together because I just love learning songs. Reading, watching Italian videos. I watched this guy on YouTube that learned Spanish in 44 days and that learned French in 30 days. But he's basically like spending 8 hours on the language every day, which is time I don't have. But if I did have it, I'd probably do the same as him. But his techniques are really good. And one of them was to listen to TEDx talks, which is great, and have the transcript of them and learn the vocabulary of that talk. And another one was to memorize videos. So like short clips, like 10-minute clips, he would memorize. So videos like Easy Italian and stuff like that. So I've started to implement some of his techniques. I know like 10 seconds of an easy Italian video. It's like pasta, pizza. Ma cosa cucinano veramente gli italiani? E hanno qualche trucchetto per le loro ricette? Andiamo a scoprirlo. Al mercato, ovviamente. Anyway, yeah, on this channel, you're just gonna find fun ways to learn foreign languages because the goal is to be a polyglot, and I'll probably be learning a language that you want to learn or one of your native languages very soon. So yeah, stick around on this channel if you think you'd like my content. Thank you guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.